Hi everyone. Thanks for joining Megaport live drop-in. This is a global weekly webinar that we're running on Friday. So I'll be doing the sharing today. So I have a topic for today. So for today's sessions, I'll be sharing about Megaport Partner Managed account. And then followed by that, I'll be doing some simple demo. And here is some information about me. I'm Serena To, the pre-sale solution architect at Megaport, and I'm based in Singapore. So below is my LinkedIn address, as well as my email address. So do connect me. So without further ado, who is Megaport and Megaport at a glance? So Megaport is a network as a service provider. So Megaport operates their own global network infrastructure, and we manage our network through software-defined networking. So instead of you building your own networks, you can tap on Megaport, who will take care of the full life cycle management of the network infrastructure, hardware, licensing, and services. So through us, you can consume network as a service on demand without having the need to own, build, or maintain your own infrastructure. So with Megaport, you can simplify the management of multi-cloud environment using a single interface, and you're able to scale network resources across various cloud and locations with just a few clicks on our platform. So by connecting to our network, you'll be able to connect to hundreds of global services that we are already interconnected to for today. We have a point of presence at 850 data center around the world, as you can see. And you're able to choose any data center operator that you want to get connected to. We are also connected to more than 300 clouds on RAM today, such as Azure, AWS, Alibaba Cloud, etc. So we own and operates our own Megaport exchange globally as well. So you also can deploy Megaport Internet using our backbone for backup redundancy and purposes. So Megaport has our own ecosystem, which is our Megaport Marketplace. So by using Marketplace, you can create your own ecosystem and having your partners and customers to connect it to you through that marketplace itself. So by using Megaport, customers have the ability to connect to any destinations in our backbone across the globe on demand. So therefore, using one platform enable you to get connected to our global ecosystem. So now let's go through briefly on our Megaport products. So there are three different access products or services that you can call to allow you to get access to our network. So as you can see, we have this port, okay, which is a physical Ethernet interface that connects your organization's network to Megaport network. So in short, it's just an NNI from your rack to the Megaport demarcation points in the data center using a physical cross connect. So if you have a data center and would like to get connected to us, you can actually connect to us using this port, okay? So we have another services called Megaport Cloud Router. In short, we call it MCR, okay, which is a layer 3 virtual router deployed on our network. So deploying a MCR in our network allows you to build connections to multi-cloud directly without the need to connect to any data center. Okay, so if you doesn't have any presence in a data center, you'll still be able to deploy this multi-cloud router. Okay, the traffic will not be backhauled to the data center. Okay, so these allow direct cloud-to-cloud communications between the cloud service provider by using our MCR. So for example, AWS and Google are able to communicate to each other, okay, directly without routing the traffic back to the DC. Okay, this is a very good option if it doesn't own a data center and still have requirements to get connected to the cloud itself. We also have another product called Megaport Virtual Edge. In short, we call it MVE, which is also a layer 3 services that can be deployed on our network. So basically, MVE offers you the compute and connectivity for you to host your next-gen firewall, SD-WAN gateway, virtual router in minutes using our platform. And so by using a virtual cross connect, which is our layer 2 services, you can use that to connect to any port, okay? Port to port, forming a data center interconnect, and maybe between ports to MCR, or maybe between MCR to MVE, to any connections to any endpoint in our network, okay? So that depends on your requirements, okay? That also includes to the cloud on-ramp or to another data center operator in another region or so. Okay, so this is different from the physical cross connect in the data center. It's a layer 2 virtual cross connect. And so what is a partner managed account? Okay, so Megaport has two types of like customer account. So we have direct customers who work with Megaport directly to set up account and then provision their services on our portal. We also have indirect customers, okay, who work with a Megaport partners, who then will manage and deploy the services on behalf of the customers, okay? So we call that Megaport partners, okay? So for customers who is offering services to their end customer, we will know that as a partner, okay? So for partners, they can have their own managed partner account. So mainly they leverage on the managed partner account to manage their own set of customers. So in short, if you are the partner, okay, you can have a partner account portal which can be used to manage your customer in the portal. So this is very useful, especially if the partners wanted to delegate access to their end customer. So the individual customers will have their own access to the portal for self-provisioning or viewing of the service that they had with the partner, depends on the access right that was given to them. So this is just a quick overview to show you what is it without a partner managed account. So for example, today, without a partner managed account, you have a portal, okay? And then example, you have customer 1 and customer 2, customer 3, and customer 4, and so on. Okay, so this will be typically how you will provision everything in your portal, okay? So on your portal, you'll be able to see all the customer services that you have deployed, okay? However, what happened if a customer come to you and say that they want to view the services they had in the portal themselves? This is when a managed partner account is necessary to make it happen. Okay. So with a partner managed account, okay, this is a high overview of what you can see. You're able to create multiple managed account. For example, customer 1, okay, and customer 2 as managed account 1 and managed account 2, okay? So in this case, you can assign the role-based access to your customers in each managed account based on the kind of permission that you want to allow. Okay, permission can be given to the managed account to self-deploy in their own account without affecting the other customer in the partner account. Okay, so only the partners itself will have access to the managed account under them. Okay, so as you can see, so customer 1 will have their own portal access and customer 2 have their own portal access, therefore, and so on. Okay, so shortly, I'll be showing you a very quick demo on what I have just shared to have you let you view for yourself, how does a managed portal look like. So I also like to share that partners today will have this service coding service portal, okay, which they can be used to do the code estimation by themselves, okay. So for example, partners can log in to this coding service tool to generate a code for their end customer. So for example, they can create a solution code, okay, for themselves, for their end customers, and then they are able to save the code itself and download the saved code, okay? And also you can even edit the code that you have saved previously as well, okay? So this is just a overview to show that these are some of the capability that our partners can do. Okay, and lastly, we have these partner programs, okay? So you can visit our megaport.com to view this partner program. So be it for a data center operator, okay, looking to bring Megaport to your facility, or for agents and referral partners, and for resellers or for technology partners who want to host your service in our marketplace, okay, do contact us, okay, by visiting the megaport.com, okay. Okay, so now I will be going through a live demo on showing you how does a managed partner account look like, okay. Okay, so now I'm going to log into a normal account, okay. Okay, so as you can see, right now I'm logging just to a portal without a managed partner account. Okay, this will be how it look like. Okay, so now I'm going to log off to show you how does a partner account look like. Okay, so once you log in, this will be the landing page. As you can see, you are reviewing as a partner account. Okay, so right now this is a partner account. Okay, so you'll be greeted with this landing page. It show you Megaport point of presence around the world, more than 850 data center around the globe. Okay, so once you expand on the globe itself, okay, it'll show you the data center that you can get connected to us. Okay, you can deploy services to us through that dot itself. Okay, you can just click on and then you're able to create a port in this data center that you chosen. Okay, you're able to also see a quick glance, a bird eye view on the number of services you had in the portal under a partner account. Okay, so next I'm going to show you that once you click on here, okay, these are all the accounts that you created a managed account. That means to say like customer one, customer two, customer three. Okay, so for example, I've already pre-created this customer called Sir Demo. Okay, so as you can see, and I log in. Okay, inside my customer account known as Sir Demo. Okay, so currently this customer itself is having one port and one MCR in the dashboard. Okay, you can just click on to the services and then you are able to view the kind of services that this account had. So for example, this Sir Demo has a MCR and a port in the portal itself. Okay, let me show you another one. Okay, so we have another APAC tech demo account, okay, just to show you. Okay, you see that there's another port in the global switch account. Okay, so as a partner itself, you're able to toggle between your managed account, okay, and provision the correct service into the account. Okay, so what I'm going to show you right now is that I'm going to show you how you can create a new managed account. For example, you have a new customer on board and then you want to provision services on their account. So what you can do is that head over to the partner admin. If you look over here, there's a create manage account. You can click on this button and then put a name for the account. So I'm going to put a name. I'm just going to say live tech demo one, and then I'll say some account reference. I'll say 9999, and then I will say create. So it's a live tech demo one. Okay, I'll create account. So as you can see that there's this Megaport documentation for partners admin. So click on the view documentation, you'll be directed to a set of documentations for self-help, as regards on how to manage the partner account. Okay, so these are all the managed account that we have created, okay, for demo purposes. So let me just head over to the one that I created just now. So I created the live tech demo one. Okay, so let me click on here. Okay, and then as you can see, right now I'm already created my managed account with this live tech demo one. There's no services as for now. So later I'm going to create a port in that in that live tech demo, okay? So before that, what we can do is that you can also create user in this live tech demo account. I'm going to head over to edit. Okay, so as you can see, under this manage user, under the live tech demo, okay, you're able to add users to manage the user, okay? So you create a name for a user, for example, I will say John, and then Tan, and then I'll create an email, example, and then create a number. And then you can choose the different role for this customer, okay, depending on what kind of access and permissions that you wanted to give it to them. So maybe you can create technical admin. So if you want more information about the user action, click on this button. And then you'll be directed to this page, to see what kind of permission will be given to the different role. Yeah. Okay. For now, I'll not save because I'll need an actual domain to create an account. Yeah. Okay. So this is a place whereby how you can manage the user account itself. Okay. So let me head over to. Okay, just let me head over to the services again. So under the live tech demo account, what you can do is that you can create a port, which I mentioned is creating a NNI from your network to Megaport network. So I'm going to show you how to do that very quickly and very easy. Okay, so these are the countries that we have presence in, okay? So for example, you're interested to create a port in Singapore, you just choose Singapore, and then you choose the data center that we wish to connect to. So for example, I'm going to choose global switch. I'm say next. So these are all the different port speed, okay, ranging from 1 gig, 10 gig, and 100 gigs to get connected to us. So for illustration, I'm going to create 1 gig, okay, and I'm going to give a port name. I will say maybe global switch port demo. Okay, so as you can see, we have subscription from 1 month, okay, and all the way to 36 months. So there will be more cost saving if you choose a longer term contract. Otherwise, you can just provision as 1 month, so it's easier to terminate if let's say it's just using for a short period of time. Yeah. So once you're okay, I'll leave the rest to default and I'll say next. You check your settings, everything is okay, then just add a port. And then I will say order. And then you just say order now. Okay, so now what happened is that the pod is waiting for resource allocations. So once the pod has been so-called deployed, a letter of authorization LOA will be generated over here. So basically, you will need to pass the LOA to the data center operator for them to do cross connect between your rack to Megaport rack, okay, in order for you to start utilizing the pod itself. And then after which you can also create connections to any of the endpoint in our ecosystem. Yeah. Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty fast. Okay, so you can just click on the details. Okay, and then this will be the Megaport demarcations. Okay, that you can pass it to your data center operator. So you can also download the LOA over here. Yep. So this will be an example of how the LOA look like, okay, with the demarcations information, okay. So it's pretty straightforward and simple. Okay, let me head over. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to share to you is that for assumptions that your customers have been the port has been patched, and then you want to get connections to the cloud, to any endpoint, this is what you can do. So you just need to head over to these connections, okay. For example, you can create cloud connections, okay. So all these are the cloud that we are already interconnected to, okay. So most of the hyperscaler are there, Google Cloud, AWS, Microsoft Azure, okay. So for example, yeah, you can just do a connections. And then you also can deploy Megaport Internet, okay, to your port itself, okay, for backup redundancy purposes. You also can connect to our internet exchange. We have a number of exchange around the world, okay, so you can choose the exchange that you want and get connected to. And just now, as I mentioned, we have our Megaport Marketplace, okay? So it's an ecosystem. So we have a lot of provider customers publishing their services on our network, okay? So for example, if you're interested to get connected to any provider, or let's say you want to connect to Tencent Cloud, okay, you can get connection via this way, or to any provider that you wish, you can just scroll through the whole list is over here. And then we have service key is for you to pass the key, or for your partners to pass the key to you so that you can use the key to establish a connections to the customer network itself. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so just to show you that now I'm in the live tech demo. This is my pod. Okay, so let's head over to Sir demo again, okay? For another customers, you'll realize that, the service is different. So the partners will be able to manage their managed account under their own umbrella itself, okay? Okay, so this is the demo for my partner account. So what I'm going to show you next is that uh, just now, which I mentioned, we have these partner programs, okay? So head over to megaport.com under the partners, yeah? Okay, this is the place whereby if you're interested to collaborate with us, okay, do come to us and then fill up this form, okay? And then head over to the pricing.megaport.com, okay, for you to log in to these quoting tools, okay, for you to do the code estimation we have mentioned. So you're able to utilize the service for free, okay? So instead of like going to the portal itself, okay, to find out the pricing, you can actually go to this pricing.megaport.com to do that. Okay. Okay, so just give me. Okay, so that's the end for my demo. So what I have did, I have briefly show you how you can leverage on Megaport partners account to manage your own customer account. Okay, so I'll leave the time. I see whether is there any questions or on the ground before I end the call. Just give me one sec. Okay, I have one question over here. So someone was asking that how do we check the latency from one data center to another? Okay, so let me go to this. Okay, so you can head over to megaport.com, okay, Megaport enable locations, okay. You are able to check the latency itself from one data center to another data center. So as you can see, these are all our Megaport point of presence around the world. These are all the countries that we have ports available in the country, okay? So depending on the country, so for example, let's say I'm interested to know Singapore. Okay, so these are all the data center that we have presence in Singapore. You can scroll down and see. And for example, you would like to check the latency from one data center to another. What you can do is, for example, you want to know from maybe SG1 to another data center, maybe in Hong Kong, for example, or maybe in London, okay, depending on requirements. Then I will say, so from here, what you can see is the Equinix SG1, okay, these are the latency. So let's say Hong Kong, I'll say HK1, okay. Yeah, so from here, from Equinix SG1 to Hong Kong data center, you're able to see that the latency is around 30 milliseconds. So this is an average based on month. So what happens is that Megaport has a monitoring tools to actually monitor the latency, and then we average out, okay? So it's based on September, it's like 30 milliseconds. Yeah. Okay, so there's no question. Thank you so much for being here today. I will end my demo and presentations. I hope that you have briefly understand how you can leverage on our partner managed account to manage your own account. So if you have any questions, do contact me on my email. And thank you for being here today, and I wish you a good Friday. Yeah, thank you.